Hey, what's up, past, present, and future PC enthusiasts? My name is Brian. I'm with Next Level PC. Today, we are going to be doing an unboxing of the Enthoo Pro Tempered Glass Edition. It is giant. It looks beautiful. Let's open it up and see how it looks. All right, let's crack it open. And like I said, this thing is a behemoth. So when you're taking it out, you do want to be careful with it because it can get away from you. All right, looks like it comes with a fancy accessory box. We'll get into that later. It's got some pretty serious packaging here, but that's nice. This is a fairly expensive case, so you definitely want it nice and cushioned. And its weight lives up to the size. It's got some beef to it. I must be hungry. I'm using some food metaphors. But here we go. We're taking a look at the Enthoo Pro Phanteks. Said that backwards. Phanteks Enthoo Pro. So turning this case to the front, it looks beautiful. It's simple, it's minimalist, but it's elegant. It's got everything you really need here. This is kind of nice. We don't see this a lot where if you want to, you can flip this up or down, but that's where all of your main USB ports and microphone, headphone, and all that's gonna be hidden there. You flip that down, just kind of cleans it up a little bit. You got your fans, where they're sucking air in right here, and it also has on the side. So we haven't tested this ourselves, but you can imagine it probably has pretty good cooling. It comes with 3 5.25-inch bays for you to put CD-ROM drives, or if you want to put the fancy fan hub controllers in there, or all sorts of things you can put in there. You've got 3 slots for them. And then down here in the front, this is kind of different. We don't see this a lot. It's usually in the back, but you can pull out your bottom cover for dust filter. That's kind of nice. So the top of the case maintains the same simple beauty as the front. It's just got one simple power button up here, and it has the magnetic filters for your fans, which is always really nice. This guy up here, the top, can fit a very large water cooler. If you're going with a 120 millimeter, it can do 360 millimeters. If you're doing the 140 size, it can go all the way up to 420. So there are a few options that are bigger than that, but for the most part, this thing can handle anything you throw at it as far as size of your water cooler. Taking a look at the back of this computer, it has a pretty standard layout. You just got your motherboard I/O shield that's going to go right here. You got your PCI slots. They are reusable, so that's always nice. Power supply down here. I will point out you've got a second removable filter specifically for your power supply in the back here. So they got one up in the front and in the back, so that's pretty cool. One thing that's different about this, the side panel, which we'll show you in the next bit, has hinges, so it doesn't pop off like what you're probably used to if you've built in a case before. So that's something to note. When you go to pull it off, you'll actually open it up a little bit more like a door than just popping it off. Other than that, pretty standard layout, so let's take a look at the inside. All right, let's get inside this case. Like I pointed out earlier, it does have the hinge back here, so it's just gonna open up like a door, if I can get it. Oh, fancy. That's pretty cool. All right, so looking at the inside, this case obviously fits a full ATX motherboard with lots of room for expansion. Has 2 spots right here for solid states with additional in the back. And I'm sure you can see pretty clearly from here that they spent some time and money on the cable management. The case does have a basement, like what we see in all nice cases. We definitely enjoy seeing that, not only for cosmetics, but also for cooling. One thing that's unique about this, the side panel here, when it comes up against your case, it's actually resting on a foam border, which is pretty cool. I'm assuming that's not only for keeping the glass safe and absorbing some shock maybe, but it's also just to fancify the case, if that's even a word, but you know what I mean. It does come pre-installed with the standoffs, which is pretty nice, because sometimes when you're building in a case, it can be a little frustrating having to screw those in and line it up. Although for certain sizes, you probably still will have to screw some in, but if you have a pretty standard motherboard, you shouldn't have any additional work to do there. Wow, cable management, Batman. Look at all these options that come pre-installed for you. So it actually has the Phanteks cables pre-mounted on here. You can remove them and use them in a different spot if you want, but why would you? Because they're already in the perfect spot. So you can just put your cables through here and wrap it down. It looks awesome. Like we pointed out earlier, you got these rubber grommets here where you can put your cables through. That keeps them clean and nice and tight. We also have looks like additional spots for a hard drive sled with these rubber grommets that keeps it nice and quiet for you. In addition to that, we've got to point out the size here. This is for your cooling opportunity. You can pretty much mount whatever you want in there onto your motherboard. They give you lots of room to work and lots of space. So as we pointed out in the front, the case has 6 3.5-inch drives for your hard drives. They come with a removable slide here, so you can just pop your hard drive in and out, nice and convenient like. Down here in the bottom, you can put another SSD. The last little bit we want to show you here on these hard drive bays, you've got 2 screws up here in the top. If you take those out, you can actually remove this entire section. And then same thing with the bottom, you got 2 more additional screws down here. You can remove this entire bit as well. So if you wanted to free up that airspace, or if you just wanted to, if you think it would look nicer without those, you can take those out pretty easily. So that's pretty nice for those of us looking for that custom build. So the fan you're seeing right here is not the fan that actually comes with the case. We started building this for a customer and remembered that this case is on our unboxing list. So we went ahead and left those fans in here for our customer, but we just wanted to show you that this is the fan that will actually come with this case. So if you purchase this from Newegg, you're gonna get 2 140mm fans that come pre-installed, one in the front and one in the back. Like any good beast PC case, this thing has lots of options for cooling. It holds a total of 10 120mm fans, if that is your choice in fan size, or if you want to go to the 140mm, it holds 7. And you can fit just about any size graphics card in this beast, up to the 472mm. I don't know of any that are bigger, but they may be out there. Alright guys, that wraps it up, the unboxing of the Phanteks Enthoo Pro. If you guys liked what you saw, click like and subscribe, and we'd love to hear your comments below. If you're interested in a custom PC build, check out our website, nextlevelpc.com. We'd love to work with you building a custom computer. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.